Hey, this message goes out to all my chosen ones, in particular my fellas of YAH who are looking for a girlfriend or a potential wife. You know, a girlfriend leading up to a wife, which you should be. You know, this one goes out to you. Now, I say most people, most men, you know, when it comes to want to be with somebody, this generation is a little different, you know. But as far as like, you know, they don't have any problem with being by themselves, you know, but most men, you know what I'm saying? They want a woman who they can share their life with or confide in, you know what I'm saying? All these different things, you know, love them, all kind of things, you know, but you have to watch out because in this world today, as you see around you, you know, we're in the last days. You know, if you haven't noticed, we're in the last days. And anything goes as far as trying to get people anything goes as far as Satan trying to get people to take them away from YAH and lure them to that broad road to get them to the lake of fire. Because he knows that's his eternal destination. You know, but we gotta be smarter and use that discernment because most of the women that's out here, even though a lot of them are gorgeous, a lot of them are smelling good, and you know what I'm saying, they got this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying, they got it cracking, but at the same time, you know, body wise, but at the same time, a lot of them are rotten on the inside, you know, and have straight up demons on the inside, you know, and two, I just say we gotta use discernment, but for one thing, common sense should come into play as well, because if you don't want anybody, if you want a woman, like if you want somebody who everybody hasn't had, I mean, you know, then you're not going to want anybody who is out here walking around halfway naked, you know, throwing it at everybody who comes out, you know, who comes around, because that's not somebody who you want to make your wife, because they're for the streets. They're not for you, or they're not for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, use discretion when it comes to that, as far as just using your common sense. Even before your discernment, use that common sense, but you got to use that discernment too, because lust will try to rise up in you. And these women, a lot of them don't even know that they're being used. And a lot of times, you know, when you get around, they smelling good and they talking like this and they doing this and doing that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be aware of that, because it's not, because most men think, you know what I'm saying, oh, I got it cracking, or, you know what I'm saying, I got this going on and that going on. And a lot of times it's not you. You know what I'm saying? You can call me a hater if you want to. It's not you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's the devil, especially now. It's Satan. And Satan don't care about whatever means he got to use in order to get you off the righteous path, off the narrow road. He'll use whatever and whoever he can, because that's what he's trying to do. That's what mission he's trying to accomplish, to get as many people that's on the narrow road to the broad road, because he called himself, for one thing, trying to hurt the Most High, which he can't never do. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand that Satan will do anything that he can, you know what I'm saying, to get us going the wrong way, get our life on the wrong path. You know what I'm saying? And he's not going to come, and he's working in the form of all this lust, all these women walking around naked, you know what I'm saying, halfway naked. And it's basically like you watching a flick, you know what I'm saying, just walking around. You know, it's nothing that most women won't do nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And it's this prideful attitude about it. It's like an arrogance walking around, like you just proud to be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? And they don't care what they do. They'll throw it in people's face. You know, they got this many bodies and they doing this, they doing that. They'll take it this way, they'll take it that way. You know what I'm saying? And you got to watch out for that. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch out for that. It's common sense, really, but it's spirits involved. So you just gotta I'll just say you just gotta watch out. Just like it says in 2 Corinthians 11:14, it gives reference to even, Satan coming in disguise of being disguised as an angel of light, because they're not gonna appear, they're not going to appear a certain way to you. They're not going to come with the devil horns and everything like that, or, and some of them will. I ain't going to lie. Some of them will, some of them will. If Satan came to Yahushua HaMashiach, you know what I'm saying, and tried to get him to bow down to him and say, if you worship me, I'll give you all these things, then we're no, you know what I'm saying, we're no exception. Because that's the Most High Son. You know what I'm saying? We're no exception if he came to him like that. So anything that he's trying to do right now, we got to avoid that. We got to be smarter than that. We got to use that discernment, because it's not just, a one night or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? This is eternity we're dealing with. You can be forever attached to straight up demons. You can be good one day and make a mistake and, bust something down, and all of a sudden, all these demons are, and, all these demons are off on you. And it's hard for you to even, to have peace anymore. You just got to watch out, because that sex, that pussy is not worth, and I say it like that just because it's not worth going, all this with torment, because some demons will jump off on you and torment you and just be like, well, you can't have any peace. You know what I'm saying? Satan designs it like that. He keeps that like that because he know we crave it. He know we crave sex. And don't let that be your downfall, because it was almost my downfall several times in life. And thanks be to the Most High, I was able to get out of that situation. I was able to escape from that through the Holy Spirit. Not me, because if it was up to me, you know what I'm saying, I would have been doomed. Don't let that be you. You know what I'm saying? Because he uses these women out here, and they, you know what I'm saying, it's really hard to, when you get in a situation like that, it's hard to get out of, So you got to be strong, you got to be smart, and you got to be wise, because even the wisest man, the wisest man that ever existed, Solomon, you know what I'm saying? Women turned him away from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And he loved the Most High. So you got to understand, it's not about, I think I'm smarter than that, or I can finesse this, or I can do that. It's not about that, because you dealing with spirits. You know what I'm saying? You're not wrestling against flesh and blood. You're dealing with spirits. You're fighting against spirits. You know what I'm saying? Against demons. You know what I'm saying? So you can think you're as smart as you want to, or you can do all this, so you got that much game, or you got that much hustle. But I'm telling you, when it comes down to it, it's best just to not even to pray for y'all to send you somebody who he has for you. It's not going to be quick, fast, in a hurry, just like Satan tries to do it, because what Satan offers is temporary, and what he offers is tainted and rotten from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? So I encourage all my men of YAH, stay on that narrow path. You know what I'm saying? And don't fall for it. Don't fall for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? I used to hear somebody say that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I always hung around older people. But don't fall for it. Don't fall for any tricks. Don't fall for the gimmicks. You know what I'm saying? Because Satan is on the hunt, but he not going to win this one. You know what I'm saying? Be smarter. You know what I'm saying? Lean to YAH for everything, because it's nothing that we can do by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I got out of this situation because of YAH, not because of myself. And, I encourage everybody to stay on that path, stay on that narrow path. I love y'all, man. Stay up, stay pushing for y'all until the casket drop. And until next time, y'all willing, peace.